The county government of Bungoma, a beautiful county indeed. With the promulgation of the new constitution in 2010, Bungoma County is among the 47 county governments established under the new devolved system of governance in Kenya. In March 2013, Kenneth Lusaka was elected as the first governor of Bungoma County, where he won by a landslide. Bungoma County residents were excited about this first governor, an excitement that was coupled with high expectations in the county government. Devolution, though, came with its challenges, especially in regions that were underdeveloped before, like Bungoma County. The Lusaka administration, however, continues to pull efforts to ensure residents enjoy the fruits of devolution. Despite the teething challenges in the first year, Bungoma is among the top counties that have emerged to put in place the required devolved structures. Lusaka's promise to the people of Bungoma is still alive. Guided by his manifesto, the change he promised continues to be witnessed by Bungoma residents through countless development projects. Agriculture being the backbone of Bungoma, the county is keen on reclaiming its breadbasket status.
Tunashukuru sana Lusaka, aendelee na kasi, mbolea aendelee kukupa, kuna wengine wenye wajapata, aongeze mbolea mifuko, atupee sisi wote ili tufukuse njaa.
Horticulture farmers were not left behind. The county government has given farmers free greenhouses, one in each ward, in an effort to strengthen horticulture farming.
Tunaombea Mheshimiwa Lusaka kwa sababu tumeona kama ndoto yake imetimiza kwa wakulima wenye wako chini sana. Tunamuombea kwamba yeye asiti kukua na hiyo ndoto, na sisi kama wakulima tayari tumeanza kuona ya kwamba kuna benefits, kwa sababu hii nyanya tukiangalia tuko members 62 members in a group. Sasa hii nyanya tayari itasaidia watu 62 mara.
A fish farming is on the rise. 60 ponds have been constructed and stocked with 60,000 fingerlings, while 4 dams stocked with a total of 20,000 fingerlings. The people of Mlembe, who hail from Bungoma, are famously known for their liking for chicken. The Chwele slaughterhouse is in its completion stage, aimed at increasing poultry production in the county.
Agriculture is the backbone of our economy as a county, and therefore if you look at even our locations, we have put a lot of emphasis on agriculture. And this financial year, in order to address food security, we as a cabinet, we came up with a policy to give subsidized fertilizer and seeds to our farmers. This was also approved by the county assembly, and as a result we spent 105 million Kenya shillings to purchase Mavuno fertilizer, which has been recommended for our soils because of the acidity that was discovered in our soils. So this was given out, 200 bags were given to all the 45 wards. This was to be given free of charge to the vulnerable groups, thus the people with disability, orphans, widows, and other vulnerable groups. Then the rest of the fertilizer was being sold at a price of 800 shillings, which was fairly subsidized.
The county has embarked on rigorous infrastructural development exercise in improving connectivity in the county urban and rural areas, opening up the wards, sub-counties and major centers across the county. 18 dilapidated link roads in major towns of Bungoma, Webuye and Kimilili are under repair, most of which are now being reopened for use. After 50 years, Bungoma residents can now enjoy upgraded infrastructure.
Kwa majina naitwa Moses Barasa Wambalo. Mimi ni bodaboda, mfanya biashara wa bodaboda, lakini tumeona gavana anafanya kazi mzuri. Ametengenezea barabara yetu hii ndani kama hii ya kuingia tourist, kama ya kuingia depot. Huko Mfutu tumeona pia wanatengeneza.
Repair of rural roads has been launched, where 68 rural roads will be upgraded from earth to tarmac.
Short-term plans for rural roads is to bring them back to motorable state. These are roads that have received many years of neglect and because of budgetary constraints from national government. This financial year we are pumping in 530 million into repair and improvement of rural roads, and that I would say is our short-term plan. Our long-term plan is to discuss with national government so that we can be able to get financing guarantees, what we call sovereign guarantees, to be able to bring in players who will upgrade about 250 kilometers of rural roads from earth and gravel roads into bitumen standards.
Expectations are high in this 2014-2015 financial year, where more roads upgrades are expected. Reforms are fast happening in the education sector. A 45 million bursary fund has been distributed across the county, with each of the 45 wards having received 1 million. This is to support the students who hail from poor backgrounds. The sector has been developed further through the employment of 2,000 early childhood development teachers in all public schools across the county, an initiative that has improved the welfare of 2,000 families. To support ECD education, the county is in the process of constructing 3 ECD classrooms in every public school.
The subsequent financial years, we should be able to revamp the ECD and the youth polytechnics.
10 million has been set aside in the 2013-2014 financial year to fund the policy that seeks to improve businesses in the county.
Ile pesa ambayo nilipewa mwaka huu ni shilingi 1,100. Nilijaribu nikanunua kaploti hapa. Na pesa zingine ninaenda nikanunua mashini ya kuchaji betri. Sasa hiyo mashini inanisaidia kwa biashara yangu hii. Kama nikifanya kazi mzuri, ninapata karibu shilingi 1,500 kila siku.
Going to give money for each ward, and each ward is going to receive 1.1 million to start with. And being a revolving fund, next financial year, we want to increase the kitty to around 100 million so that more people can benefit in the county.
Essential drugs worth 80 million have been distributed across the county to equip health facilities that were experiencing drugs shortage. The distribution benefited 9 hospitals, 13 health centers, and 261 dispensaries. A blood screening equipment for Bungoma District Hospital has been procured, hence patients can now be screened locally for HIV, herpes, goiter, and prostate cancer.
And our laboratory in Bungoma is just on the verge of being certified ISO. We're going to get ISO certification. So once that is done again, then it means that our laboratory as a county is going to be recognized internationally in terms of its operations.
When the district hospital or the county hospital did not have such like a machine, patients were being sent to Eldoret for screening purposes, and they're paying double the price we are charging plus the transport. So this has reduced the cost for the clients because we only charge a minimum amount, that is cost sharing.
In an ongoing initiative to equip health facilities across the county, Bumula sub-county is the first to be furnished with beds and mattresses. Emergency response is set to improve as the county is procuring ambulances, 1 per constituency, to cater for emergency cases, which are common but have been lacking proper and timely response. Mapping of tourist sites is ongoing. They include the breathtaking Nabiole Falls, Malakisi Falls, Teremi Falls, Chepkitale Game Reserve, Mount Elgon National Park, Mount Elgon Forest Reserve, Mount Elgon Caves, Chepkitale Forests, Chetambe Fort, Makinei Caves, Sikele Siemulia, Diniam Sambwa Shrines, and outstanding rock formations dotting the landscape and historical Lumboka.
We're taking advantage of the fact that we are like a frontier to the Eastern African side, and we're also taking advantage that we're a place where security is guaranteed. We're also taking advantage of the fact that we fall into the Western Circuit, which is a virgin circuit in terms of tourism. It has not been as exploited as the Mombasas and the Masai Maras, and tourists can come into this circuit which is yet to develop in terms of tourism. We're putting money in place to talk about ourselves. We're putting money in place to market our county.
The county government has embarked on a widespread waste management and environmental conservation. Cleaning exercises are taking place in major urban centers as well as tree planting programs.
We're planting these trees to protect our watersheds, to protect our rivers, and to prevent disasters. So we are protecting our resources by planting trees, and at the same time in this way ensuring that the environment is well conserved and managed.
Most of the youth have been empowered in this program, forming 90% of the total beneficiaries alongside vulnerable groups of women and street families. A 90 million shillings youth fund has been launched to empower the youth through structured sustainable engagements alongside a 40 million women fund.
A fund manager was appointed and a board has been put in place to be able to ensure that this fund is properly managed. We're hoping that this will go a long way in improving the youth because, you know, they have formed a very big percentage of our community.
Part of the Millennium Development Goal number 8 is to develop and implement strategies for decent and productive work for the youth. The county government started off on a transition budget, which was little to initiate and develop activity. Despite the delay of development funds, Lusaka's administration strived to put into place the necessary structures as well as commence a number of development activities.
The money has been coming on a monthly, and therefore the level of the release does not map properly to the needs of implementation of the programs. Which means we are forced to delay some of the programs, attempt to split the implementation of programs, which is not even economical. Yeah, we have instituted some measures towards solving the problem of low revenue collection in terms of strategies to enhance the collection, strategies to have new taxes and new rates of tax. And we also anticipate to immediately install a system that will at least try and have these transactions online.
Legally, a number of achievements have been made where the necessary legal requirements have been put into place to govern the running of county activities.
We have had several motions that have been passed, motions on empowerment of the youth, women empowerment. We have done policy documents on the youth, on the small and micro enterprise programs. We have done policy documents on the aged, supporting of the aged persons. We have done on bursaries. We are working out on a health policy in the assembly. We are working up on a generalized bill for subsidy. Because if you can have subsidy, we need to have a legal framework on how this subsidy has to be undertaken.
The many achievements came with little challenges, but of which did not kill the development agenda of Lusaka's administration and the devolution dream of Bungoma residents.
July last year, towards the end of June last year, we were able to contain the situation, and we have actually experienced a calm period for the last 11 months or so in this county. Looking at what has happened April, May 2013, that is history to us.
I want to continue urging the leaders, be it members of the county assembly or the senator or the county governor and even members of parliament, to know that what is important is development, and development cannot take place unless people work together in unity. And this is what we stand for as religious leaders in this county.
Lusaka concurs with Martin Luther King, who said, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward, both individually and collectively."